Today's video, I want to talk to you guys about why entrepreneurship is the ultimate test of self-belief, right? And so, with that being said, why is entrepreneurship the ultimate test of self-belief? In my opinion, I think everyone should have some kind of side hustle or a goal to be an entrepreneur, rather than like to work for themselves and things of that nature. Some people are totally fine in their careers, and there's nothing wrong with careers. Like, when I say this, there's nothing wrong with having a career, having a job. That's not what I'm talking about. But I love the mindset of an entrepreneur. You're responsible. If you're not finding the progress that you would like to make out of your business, it's because of you and the efforts that you've done, right? And so when I say it's the ultimate test of self-belief, it is. Because in all actuality, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to put money in your pocket. Like, you actually have to get out there and do these things yourself. You have to have some grit. You have to have some ambition to really go out here and make things happen, to bring in that money. And in order to do that, you have to have some kind of self-belief. You have to believe in yourself. If you didn't believe in yourself, you wouldn't be doing any of these things. I feel like a lot of people get so complacent or so comfortable in a job that if they didn't have a job, they don't know how to function. They don't know how to, really get out here and hustle, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with having a job. In my opinion, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a job. But I do think, people should have a different income outside of their main job. It's okay if your job is your main hustle. It's nothing wrong with that, but definitely have another revenue stream that can, bring in an extra cash flow where you don't have to work as hard. That's the whole point of multiple streams of income, right? I remember growing up, my mother, my mother will always, she's been doing this since I was in elementary. When it was time for me to graduate elementary and move on to high school, my mother would ask me, are you going to work on a plantation or you're going to build one? And my response to her was that I was going to build many. Middle school, I graduated middle school. She asked me the same question. You're going to work on a plantation or you're going to build one? I said, I will build many. That was my response again. And high school, you're going to work on a plantation or you're going to build many? Not build many, but build one. And my response was the same. I was going to build many. I will build many. And that's always been my mindset. Like, with me coming up as a kid, honestly, I didn't have anyone to coach me on how to start up a business or anything like that, what an LLC was, what a C Corp was. I didn't have anyone that could really show me the ropes of these things, and that way I can, use it. I'm not gonna put my family business out of the street, but in terms of operating a business, a lot of my family members were in the streets, man. I have some people that were legit. Like, I have an uncle who's into like stocks. He's not a day trader, but he's into stocks, investing into stocks and things of that nature. So, my family members have some legit businesses, a tow trucking company and things of that nature. But for a lot of the things that I was interested in, I didn't have any family members that could really guide me and point me in the right direction in terms of, hey, this is what you do. This is what you need to understand. This is what comes with following with creating a business or starting up an LLC. Keep these things in mind. Like, a lot of what I've done through my journey of entrepreneurship has been trial and error. and learning from different people. Trading is the one business that really caught my eye. And the reason it caught my eye was because I didn't need any customers. I didn't need to do any form of marketing. I didn't need to sell to people. Like, the business was strictly based on my actions. And ultimately that came down to my decision whether I wanted to buy or sell. And I love that business model because it's completely independent. And it just goes back to the topic of this video, like, as to why entrepreneurship is the ultimate test to self-belief. In order to be an entrepreneur, you have to believe in yourself. Bottom line. And I just find it like the most satisfying thing to take whatever is in your mind and make it a reality. You feel me? Like, that takes a lot. And a lot of people are not willing to put in that work to take what's in their mind and make it a reality. Some people get, they're not motivated. And I think the main thing that drives that is motivation. Because I don't think willpower is enough. You can want something very, very bad and have a lot of willpower, but really going to change things, and so you can find the progress that you would like to see, and whatever it is that you're doing is your habits. Ultimately, your habits. And I mean, I know that's common sense, but just like trading, because like as a day trader, right, you need to have a system. Your system is going to tell you how much you're risking. Your system is going to tell you when you should buy and sell. Your system is going to tell you when you should approach the markets. Your system is everything. That is the key to your success as a day trader, right? When it comes to manifesting whatever it is that you have in your mind into reality, you need to have a system. And that system comes with discipline in your habits. Your habits, if you ever want to know what the future looks like, because a lot of people get so far into the future as to and this is what stops so many people from execution. You just have to identify what skill do you have that you can make money. Never think something is impossible or you just don't know. You just have to seek it. And what you have to understand is you're not lacking anything. I've said this before in some videos, but I talk about this all the time. You're not lacking anything. If there is anything that you want, you already have it. You just have to seek it if it's not in your current reality, right? Because there's two types of worlds. You have the external world, which is the reality, the things that we see, the things that we experience, and things of that nature. And then you have your internal world. Your internal world is full of infinite knowledge, infinite wisdom, infinite everything. And in your internal world, you have everything that you need. And so if you're not seeing something in your external world, which is your current reality, right? You have to, how can I put it? You have to seek it from within. Seek it from within. And once you start to do the seeking from within, you start thinking of ways to make this come, manifest into your current reality, right? But you have to seek it though. And that starts with the mindset of that I have the information. I just have to execute. I just have to start. And a lot of people get so caught up on just the thought. They do too much thinking and not enough execution is what I'm saying. They get so caught up on the idea. They get so caught up on the steps to take. And they do all of this thinking and eventually they just never do it. They procrastinate on it. And then it just becomes an idea that they had for months that they just sat on and never made happen. In order to take what's in your mind and make it a reality, I think what will help with that is passion. That's what's going to make you go to the next level and seek more. I don't think the thing that can drive you is money. Money should not drive you. At the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Know that you can do it. Know that you can bring whatever it is that you have in your mind into a reality. You just have to believe in you. You got to make it happen. And the only way to make it happen is by executing, doing the work. Stop thinking so much about what should you do, how should you do it. Just do it. Seek the information. All of the knowledge is already there. All of the wisdom is already there. You just have to seek it. And once you seek it, all of the doors are going to open up for you. for you. A lot of people really don't like to execute unless they're motivated, and as a trader that's waking up every single day, that's looking for opportunities to hit the market, some days you're not going to be motivated. You may be in drawdown and you're not motivated to hit the charts because it's just like, bruh, like, I'm down. Like, it's just so much that goes through your mind, yo. So much that goes through your mind that you need to just control your thoughts. What I realized through all of my years of trading, right? Like I said, I've been trading for 5 years. I've tried different business ventures like web development and so on. Some of the ones I named earlier, right? I've tried those, and sometimes I was relying on motivation, right? Some days I wasn't motivated, right? And when I had these ideas, it came from a place of just like, it was my idea. I thought about it, thought about how I started seeking information, and I found answers. However, one of the key things that's going to kill your motivation is being so emotionally attached to the outcome. When you're emotionally attached to the outcome of whatever it is that you're doing in life, whether you're pursuing entrepreneurship or pursuing, whatever it is that you have in your mind or whatever you're trying to achieve, if you're super emotionally attached to the outcome, you're setting yourself up for disappointment later on if things don't go as planned, right? It's almost like being in a trade and you're like, man, you're just counting the money. You're like, man, if this trade wins, I'm going to be up $2,000. And next thing you know, it starts to go against you. You end up losing. And let's just say you take another trade and you end up losing that. So now you're down, and it's just like, now you're like just depressed almost. And I just think that comes from you being emotionally attached to the outcome. Learn to eliminate what to expect. Get that out of your mind, right? There's nothing wrong with planning, but detach from the outcome. If you're able to detach from the outcome, I think you have more clarity. You're not so emotional, because a lot of us in this day and age, we live in the past and we live in the future. The past can be past traumas, things that we didn't do, things that we should have did. It's just woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of energy, right? But the future is, the things that you want. Ultimately, the future is just pretty much just filled with things that you want to see. And with that being said, I feel like we're too far ahead and we're too far behind. We're never in the middle. And the middle is right now. What can I do right now? There's nothing wrong with planning for the future. There's nothing wrong with thinking about past situations as long as it doesn't bring down your energy or affect your mood in a negative way, right? There's nothing wrong with thinking about those things, but focus on right now. Focus on what's in your control right now. And that's a big part of that is detaching from the outcome. The thing is, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, you don't know if you're going to be successful. You don't know. You just have to believe that you're going to be successful. You have to believe. And your mom may not believe in your dreams. Your girl may not believe in your dreams. Some of your friends may not believe in your dreams. They don't. It's just like, and I know as a trader, like a lot of people are not going to believe in you, man. A lot of people are not going to believe in you. But the thing is, if you're looking for people to believe in you, it's not going to work, because you have to believe in yourself, because you are going to be the determining factor if this is a success or not. And for me, when it comes to the things that I'm looking to achieve, it's plan A. So day trading is plan A. I don't have a backup plan. I'm not looking for other alternatives to go into. Like, all of my energy at this point in time in my life, it's putting my energy into the charts so I can make the money that I'm looking to make and do the things that I'm looking to do. And so, again, entrepreneurship is the ultimate test to self-belief, right? I mean, yeah, to self-belief. I think that's what I said in the beginning. I'm losing it, man. But yeah, you gotta believe in yourself at the end of the day. There is no other option. And I think everyone should, pick up some kind of skill or some kind of hustle to where they can make money on the side, even if you got a job. I got a job, you know what I mean? I'm using my lunch break right now to talk to y'all. But again, you have to pick up some kind of side hustle, or, find that one thing that you would like to do and make money off of for the rest of your life, whether that's public speaking. I love public speaking. I love talking about psychology. I love talking about spirituality. I love talking about trading. And I've created different lanes. And outside of day trading, I've taught how to trade. I've taught people how to start up online businesses and things of that nature, and how to build websites. And that's the funny thing about my journey. Like everything, all of the old business ventures that I may not have been so passionate about, but I did get the information on how to go about it. I created courses and I ended up selling that stuff to people. You know what I mean? How to start up an online Shopify store or an online store to sell clothes, to sell whatever, right? Or how to build a website. You know what I mean? How to day trade. And I love talking about these things, because ultimately, I guess the reason I love talking about it is because it just comes back to my story of when my mother would ask me, are you going to work on a plantation or are you going to build one? And I always responded that I was going to build many. And so as that kid who grew up and didn't have the proper guidance on how to start a business, or, pretty much how to start a business and like where to start in this entrepreneurship journey. Because I had a lot of ideas as a kid, man. I still have a lot of ideas to this day, but it was just like I never was shown, no one ever showed me the way how to do these things. And so I guess I developed a passion on just talking about these things and just giving away the information, giving away the information and just showing people that these things are possible and that you can do it. But again, it just comes back to you believing in yourself and you doing whatever that needs doing in order for you to make it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but I just want to end on this tip and bring this back up. You have everything that you need. You have everything that you need. You're not lacking anything. You have your external world. Your external world is your current reality. Your internal world, which is your thoughts, your habits in a sense, right? And your habits create your external world. So you have to be mindful of how you're thinking and the habits that you're creating, right? Because you can find yourself in a different situation where you're thinking one way, but you're doing different things that's going against your thinking. And that's because of now you have to go through a whole process of relooping. So what I really want to tell you is that you're not lacking anything. You have all of the information. And as long as you keep that in your mind, everything is going to start coming to you. You have all of the answers. You just have to seek it from within. Start there first. Once you seek it from within, your external world is going to start to open doors. It's going to bring in more information for you to make a proper analysis, a good analysis, for you to make the next decision, to see what you're going to do next, how you're going to do things, and how you're going to build the foundation of whatever it is that you're looking to build. So you're not lacking anything. You have to believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. And that is the message that I have for you guys today. Man, it's your boy, Coach 1K. Peace, love, and light. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of the fam. Take care of business. And remain disciplined. Y'all be easy. Let's go.